Hello there.
You know, there's always the calm after the storm when there is a X-Files mythology episode, especially when you have a back-to-back X-Files mythology episode. When you have a two-parter in Nisei and 731 that slapped like it just did, you need the calm after the storm. That's what I'm expecting from this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I'm expecting, the X-Files to, resort back to sort of like a monster of the week, or, a paranormal episode or a standalone episode, especially following that two-part banger we just had. But those episodes don't disappoint as well. There is some fantastic stuff in those standalone episodes. So what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 25-year-old law and film shooter here for Sydney, Australia. Absolutely shooting a shot. And today we are up to episode 12 of the episode 11 of the X-Files season 3. This one is titled Revelations, and there's actually something interesting about this because all the episodes thus far on Disney Plus, they're rated M for mature audiences. That's how the rating system is here in Australia. But this episode is actually MA15 plus. So I'm curious to see, what shock horror we're going to get in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. This might be another standalone banger here. We might go 11 for 11 on the season. But yeah, like I just said, episodes 9 and 10 were absolute slappers. They were phenomenal mythology episodes. And man, Scully, refusing to still believe, despite what she's been through. I know, just completely ignoring the alien stuff that they've interacted with and just saying it's all been a smokescreen cover-up. Come on, man. And then the smoke won't stop popping. So good, so good, so good. And at the time I'm recording this, I haven't uploaded episode 9 or 10 yet on the channel because I'm planning to do a double upload of those episodes. So you guys would have seen that double upload by the time you're seeing this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, let's get into the reaction. Let's have some fun with this thing. And as always, baby, let's absolutely smash it. Let's go.
We may not take it for granted.
That is a beautiful cross.
I once gave counsel to a little girl.
Oh, he looked familiar.
She was very distraught because
I've seen
her
him in
older
something.
brother had told her that Moses hadn't really parted the Red Sea. She asked, Reverend, is there really such a thing as a miracle? Or are the stories in the Bible just make-believe? Fairy tales?
Scully?
Yes, miracles really do happen. Most people today tend to vest themselves in science and cynicism. They expect proof for all that they see, but miracles are wondrous by nature. They need no rationale, no justification.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
My blood flows as a test of your faith. Open your souls to the divine possibilities. It is then and only then that you will truly understand the awesome powers of the Almighty Lord.
This guy ain't phased. They've cut 3 times to like this guy, and he ain't been phased. Now, was he holding something in his hands right there? Or no, it's just a miracle. Or was it an illusion? I'm thinking like Scully at the moment. Now, I don't remember a damn reverend needing full-on like a makeup freaking beauty section before he goes out and does a homily.
Yes.
Freestyle performers, bro. Guys got a full
with your sermon, my friend.
Got a full ring light studio set up, everything.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It always does my heart good to know that I've touched.
I've seen this guy in something. I don't know if it was a military movie or something.
Quite an effect on a lot of people.
Oh my God! No!
And he wearing the smooth criminal shoes. Guy's hand was burning up as well. Was he a vampire? Nah. His hand was burning up when he was stroking the priest.
I don't see any wounds here on his hands or wrists or otherwise.
No. I think this is a case of too much faith.
Damn, Mulder? Is it real blood?
Too much sugar.
What are you doing?
It's fake.
The audacity. He saw the texture. Yeah, I knew. The guy was...
Just like the others. Anyway, it's safe to say this guy carries a grudge. If I'm right about one thing, the killer is here. And he's looking for victim number 12.
Another episode that potentially tests Scully's faith.
Why don't you come on up to the board and share with us your gift of numbers?
Come on, man. Prove it wrong, Kevin. Come on, buddy. Come on.
Let's try some division. You do know the division sign, don't you, Kevin?
Turning back with
Let's
confidence.
divide 11 into 170.
Damn! She gave him like...
God.
Oh, now he having the Christ-like injuries.
Thank you for contacting us so quickly.
When I read the FBI's alert, I thought immediately. When he was released from jail, he locked himself and Kevin in the house, made all the papers. He was waving a gun at the police, saying he had to protect the boy, that Kevin was chosen by God.
I love how Mulder looked at Scully right there. Now, what if Kevin got the full-on, the sugarized suit as well underneath?
How's he doing? Fine. Hi, Kevin.
Just to get out of
My
the
name's
division.
Scully. Can I talk to you a minute?
Am I going back to the shelter?
We don't know just yet. Right now, we have to find out what happened. You're a very brave boy, Kevin. You have nothing to be afraid of.
I'm telling you, man. Scully could console anything. Console anything.
Kevin, is he all right? He's doing just fine. The nurse is just changing his bandages.
Mrs. Ryder,
All over.
my name is Fox Mulder. I'm with the FBI.
The FBI? Who called the FBI?
We're here because we have reason to believe that Kevin may be in some danger.
Is he the
Danger
12th
from
victim,
what?
potentially?
As strange as it might sound, someone may be targeting people like Kevin.
What do you mean people like Kevin?
Telling you, man. Scully should have been the one to console the Hulk in Avengers. Hey, big guy. Sun's getting low.
What was that?
I don't know.
I didn't do anything. It just broke.
Kevin's just a normal kid.
The kid is
Probably
terrified,
just turned
man.
himself out on the playground.
I'm sure there's an explanation, Mrs. Kreider, but right now everybody's primary concern should be for Kevin's safety.
I'd like to put him back into the shelter until we can sort this out.
You don't think I did this to Kevin?
I love my job.
Kid's hands were definitely cut, Mulder.
We're taking him into custody. We've warned them about his safety. I don't know what else we can do.
Have you determined how his hands were cut?
No, not yet, but my guess is that the kid did it to himself. The boy has his father taken away. He hurts himself to relieve his dad of guilt and to get him back.
Maybe we should talk to his father.
He's in an institution.
His father said that he needed to be protected. Maybe he knows from who.
Hey, it's worth a shot going to the dad.
He's bleeding again, isn't he?
Yes, how did you know that?
Because the faithful know. They will come in the form of a powerful and respected man
These forces.
Hey, he's speaking no
What do
lies
they
at the
want?
moment.
to claim all souls. You must understand, this is the great war between good and evil.
Classic, classic,
Armageddon.
classic.
God will find someone to stop it.
Nothing wrong about that.
Someone who is strong enough to make the sacrifice.
He's chosen you.
I'm merely a messenger.
Maybe Scully's the one. The way he was looking at her.
You must come full circle to find the truth.
Excuse me?
Hey, remember what Clyde Bruckman
Full
said?
circle to find the truth.
Scully does not die. Maybe she's the chosen one to fight evil. Maybe, maybe.
I don't know what that means.
She's chosen.
You will.
Told you, this is gonna be a Scully-centric episode. I knew it. I have that feeling.
You really want to know? It looks like the devil.
Ooh!
And he's bald because all his hair is burned off in hell. And his fingers are like pitchforks with little barbs on the end. All he has to do is point at you. And he can't get away. With each step, he gets closer.
Yo, he's good at storytelling.
Step
He freaking out the kids.
Step
And he freaking out me.
by step by step. He's so close now that even the furniture starts to shake. step by step.
Now, I don't know if this is him reciting,
step
like as he's reciting the story, we're just seeing what is going on in his mind, what he thinks. Or no, if this guy's actually, holy, what the actual frick, that was crazy, bro. I'm getting chills. The hairs are up again. The goosebumps. Maybe he's a good guy. Maybe
What
he's the
color hair did he
BFG.
have?
Bro, that
Brown
sketch
or
is
blonde?
crazy.
He was bald. He didn't have no hair.
because it all burned off in hell.
How tall was he? Was he about my height?
Mulder,
Taller,
man.
shorter?
Believe him.
Taller.
6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, maybe even bigger. And he was dressed all in black.
We're sorry, Mrs. Greider. We're doing everything we can.
Did you get a composite?
Yeah, it looks like Kevin was abducted by Homer Simpson's evil twin.
That's crazy.
This isn't the killer, Mulder.
I think that's the safest.
Homer Simpson's
No,
evil
I mean, it
twin.
doesn't match the MO. None of the previous victims were ever abducted.
Maybe this guy's a good guy. Like I said, the BFG.
Is this the man that took Kevin?
Yeah, we're not sure how accurate that is.
I carved all the animals myself.
This guy looks like Alan Tudyk with makeup
It's the
on.
art. Do you like it?
Noah's
when are
Ark.
you gonna take me home, Owen?
Is
There's
Owen
no
protecting
reason
him?
to be afraid. I'm not gonna hurt you.
I feel like Owen's protecting him.
I've been watching you, Kevin. You have to trust me.
I feel like he's protecting him, but he hasn't
Just think
done
of
it in the
me
best way
as
possible.
Your guardian angel. Don't say a word.
Bro, moving like the guy at the leaky cauldron in Prisoner of Azkaban. If you know, you know.
Stay here. Don't move.
I mean, that's the description of the guy. They know he's got Kevin, surely. They gotta do a full search of the house, right?
Federal agent, put down your weapon. Put it down right here. Down, now! Put it down! Where's the boy? Where's the boy?
Don't hurt him. Please.
Kevin?
Where the heck did he go?
I was only asked to protect the boy.
By who? Who asked you to protect him?
God.
Hey, Mulder.
Quite a long distance call, isn't it?
You don't understand. Unless someone protects Kevin,
It's the end of the world as we know it, right?
he who has ears, let him hear.
And he that has a tongue, let him speak. Now tell me where he is.
That's this guy's calling to protect Kevin.
You believe me, don't you?
Yeah, I knew. I told you. It's
I mean, you must wear that as a reminder.
I told you. Come on, man. I understand it.
How can you help Kevin if you don't believe? Even the killer, he believes.
Owen Jarvis.
On
OJ.
Sunday.
The right OJ. Come on, man.
Mass on Christmas, fish on Friday. You think that makes you a good Christian just because you don't understand sacrifice? Because you're unwilling. Don't think for a moment that you set the rules for me. Whatever he asks of me, I'll do.
Sit down, Mr. Jarvis.
I just want to go to heaven.
Hey!
No. Bold Alan Tudyk. No, man. Bro said he was his guardian and he will protect him, and then he goes and does a dolphin dive out the window. Oh, damn. He's strong. Hey, federal agents, do your job. Come on, Mulder and Scully. Nah, ain't no way he disappeared like that into that open space. Ain't no way he did that. Ain't no way there is no clear view of him. Unless he's in the tree right there. I like the underlying religious themes of this episode. And like I said, touches on Scully's character as well. As a person of faith. You're going to believe. I mean, she is a skeptic, so That's the beauty of the dynamic between her and Mulder, and we saw that play out last episode with her tearing down Mulder's entire basically life, with her crash out about, you know, the whole UFO thing being a conspiracy. Now this one would have been a good one to watch at night. Oh, it's the smoke guy. It's the smoke guy. It's not the smoke monster, but it's the smoke guy. It's the smoke devil. It's the smoke devil.
Kevin?
Yeah, we've seen in the show as well, the devil takes many forms. Oh, the blood. Whoop his ass, Kevin. Go home alone on him. Yeah, big up Owen. Big up Owen. Come on, OJ.
Run, Kevin! Run!
You got devil-like powers, man.
Upstairs.
You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Owen the Savior came in clutch there. Otherwise, Kevin would have been number 12. The stigmata again. Is it stigmata? What they were saying?
You're the one that was sent to protect me.
I think it's Scully. I was saying that before. I think it ties into the episode with Clive Bruckman's final repose about him
Elie
saying, you know,
Jarvis, adult Caucasian male, 42 years of age.
42.
Cause of death is strangulation, consistent with previous victims, as suggested by burn marks around his neck.
Appears to be some kind of a pattern just to the right of his windpipe. Possibly a handprint.
Now to the lab to check further.
Scully doesn't die, he said.
It is now 14
She's
hours
the ultimate
after the time
protector,
of
I feel
death.
like.
But so far his body hasn't even begun to break down.
A lot of growing to do, though, still.
Rigor mortis has yet to set in. His core body temperature remains at 98 degrees. His skin color, lividity, is healthy. There seems to be some...
Any revelations?
Mulder, would you do me a favor? Would you smell Mr. Jarvis?
Smell him.
In catechism, we learned of instances like this, so-called incorruptibles whose bodies wouldn't decay and who emitted a smell of flowers.
You're serious?
There's a science behind
Cecilia,
it.
St. Francis.
And now you're suggesting that this is St. Owen.
Catechism. Hey, at least say no one alone.
Scully, those stories you're referring to are mostly regarded as hagiographic fabrications, not historical truths, just like the occurrence of the stigmata.
What do you think this is?
This man?
I feel like the roles are reversed here. This is a Mulder Scully response.
My face is decomposing abnormally.
Well, isn't a saint or a holy person just another term for someone who's abnormal?
Do you really believe that?
I believe in the idea that God's hand can be witnessed. I believe he can create miracles, yes.
Even if science can't explain them?
Maybe that's just what faith is.
I knew that was going to be the case this episode.
Here. These people are simply fanatics behaving fanatically, using religion as a justification. They give bona fide paranoics like myself a bad name. They're no more divine or holy than that ketchup we saw in the murdered preacher. And I think once you've finished your autopsy, you'll come to the same conclusion. St. Owen.
I feel like, did Mulder just do the same as what he did to Scully last episode? Is there still that tension as what Scully did to him last episode? There's that underlying tension between the two. Like, he just provided a whole explanation, tearing down like her religious beliefs in terms of like, yeah, of course she does believe in miracles. And it's all because of faith. You just got to have faith to believe. Like, if you're strong in faith, you believe that miracles can occur. But then, like, Mulder spun it back around. I feel like he played the Uno reverse card, and said what Scully would normally say, I feel like, to his sort of UFO alien type of stuff. And I love this episode because, like, you know, especially coming off the back of what just happened in 731, I believe. I think it's absolutely great because, you know, we have a world in this show, you know, with aliens, paranormal stuff, government conspiracies, astral projection, you know, undiscovered species in the earth. And there is, you know, I love how we deal with like these type of religious episodes. There is, you know, episodes that deal, you know, with God, with the Christian God. And, you know, as a man of faith, I love it. I love it. But it also is interesting to see with, you know, the dynamic with Mulder and Scully, because Scully is the one, you know, that needs to physically see it to believe it. Or like there's always that scientific explanation behind it. You know, I can't remember the episode, what it was called in season 1. We go back to that episode in season 1. The guy who played Wormtongue in Lord of the Rings, the evil serial killer who could like connect with the dead or something. I don't know. I think it was Beyond the Sea, it was called. But something to do with astral projection and stuff like that. That episode really tested Scully a lot. And I feel like this is another similar episode here. And Mulder just did like a sort of mic drop moment here on it. I feel like he's playing the Uno. I don't know how much time has passed between this and last episode. But like I was saying before, last episode, I hope you guys sort of get where I'm coming at here, and I hope you guys understand. Like, I love this show so much. The character work here is phenomenal. And I don't think Mulder's like acting out of character or anything here. I just think he's like I was saying, playing the Uno reverse card on Scully for what she said last episode. Because, you know, last episode, in my opinion, I should have said it. I don't know if I can't remember if I said in the reaction, but she basically tore down and basically tried to, I don't know, she didn't outright say it to Mulder. She kind of did basically say to Mulder, like, your whole life has been a lie in terms of, like, this whole alien government stuff cover-up is all a smokescreen. And I feel like that would have kind of hit Mulder a little bit because that's what his whole life has been devoted to because of what happened to his sister. And I feel like I was saying, I feel like Mulder kind of hit the Uno reverse card on her right here in terms of, like, you know, that dynamic, you know, about faith and, you know, miracles and, you know, can science have an explanation for it and stuff like that. And, you know, I feel like Scully's left a bit dumbfounded here. But this episode is really going to test Scully. I said it from the beginning. Whenever we have these sort of religious type episodes.
That's your message. What did you turn out?
That's what you turned up.
What?
Those burn marks and impressions on Jarvis's neck that pulled a pair of prints. Take a look at this.
Israel.
Have you heard of Jerusalem syndrome?
Yeah, it's when people who visit the Holy Land suffer religious delusions induced by the journey.
Yeah, they return home convinced they're the Messiah, Moses, the Virgin Mary, even the devil himself. Well, if that's what Simon Gates believes, he's just as delusional as Michael Kreider, only a lot more dangerous.
Yeah, but it still doesn't explain how he was able to burn his fingerprints into Owen Jarvis's flesh.
I reckon he got the devil syndrome.
Mulder.
Or maybe he thinks he's doing the Lord's work, taking out the fraud priest, but...
Well, how is that possible?
Or Kevin.
Isn't it?
Hold on. Yeah, a social worker took Kevin out to lunch at 1 o'clock, supposedly, but witnesses claim they saw him outside the facility with his mother at the exact same time.
Kevin, lay off the horn.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, it's fine. It does this all the time. I just have to wait for it to cool down.
At least let me take the cap off for you. That should get things started.
No, I'm fine.
Really? There's no trouble at all.
Oh, Kevin can't see the guy as well. Oh, now he can. Mom! Mom!
In the old days, people used to stop to help. Now they just drive on by. People also used to say thank you.
What do you want?
Even she senses the negative energy,
I
bro.
think you know.
He's a creep.
Hey, mister! Kevin, run!
The devil in human form. Bro, this guy ain't running down Kevin. Unless he got some superpowers, he ain't...
Please, Mom, come on!
Can Kevin project him? Yo, Kev. Is there two Kevin? Are they twins? No. Or is he projecting himself? Wait, I'm tripping. That's how he's been able to avoid capture all this time? Like in the attic? Oh my gosh. Don't tell me the mom passed away.
She died because of me.
Oh, she died,
It was
bro.
an accident, Kevin. Your mother was only trying to protect you.
Why does he want to hurt me?
I don't know. Agent Mulder and I are going to take you back to the shelter. There'll be a doctor to take a look at you there.
Do I have to go back there?
No.
You know what else is iconic?
No, you don't.
Scully's red lipstick.
She took back inside.
I'm trying to see if have we seen her without it. Is it maybe in the abduction scenes? I'm not sure.
You ready to go?
I want to keep him with us, Mulder, until Gates is apprehended.
That'll help. A man fitting Gates' description rented the car under the name Farrow. That's one of the devil's disciples.
Damn. Told you that guy doing the devil's work. Need to be stopped. But it's that constant battle between good and evil, and Scully gonna be always there to fight it. I don't know about Mulder, but he need to be handled. But there's gonna be another one like him in the future as well. They're gonna keep coming. Oh, he's got the.
I'll wait right outside.
That's where Jesus was pierced on his side with the spear following his death. Stigmata. Scully can't believe it.
You never draw my bath.
Kevin has a cut under his ribs.
He was in an accident.
No, I was with the paramedics when they were looking at him. It wasn't there.
Ah.
Maybe you missed it.
Hey, Scully
No,
saw it,
I
Mulder.
was
Come on,
paying
man.
close attention.
What do you think it is?
How Kevin was able to be in two places at once, just like St. Ignatius was able to do in the Bible.
It was in the Bible. That's a parable. It's a metaphor for the truth, not the truth itself. Why didn't Kevin conveniently bilocate when Owen Jarvis abducted him from the shelter?
How is it that you're able to go out on a limb whenever you see a light in the sky, but you're unwilling to accept the possibility of a miracle?
I was just saying that before.
Even when it's right in front of you.
I wait for a miracle every day. But what I've seen here has only tested my patience, not my faith.
You got a different
Not
view
what
of
I've
faith,
seen.
Mulder. Like, it's faith, but it's different type of faith. But like, Mulder needs to see here. Mulder needs to see. He needs to see.
Kevin? You okay? I didn't lock it.
Oh, please.
The devil's mark, man. The burns. Kevin been through it this episode, man.
They put up a cordon in a 10-mile radius. No sign of him.
So this is the man who took my son.
He look like he work at
Never
Wolfram
seen
and
it.
Hart, man. If you know, you know.
Haloperidol. Ativan. They've been giving him tranquilizers. They've increased his dosage.
That's crazy, man.
Mr. Kreider, you said something before about coming full circle to find the truth. What does it mean? Full circle to find the truth.
I don't know. I just can't remember.
Guy is tranked out of his mind.
Scully, he had a sighting of Gates. He tried to rent another car at the airport under the name Farrow again.
Bro, still using the same
Did you
name.
hear what I said?
Mulder, look. Arrows that form a circle. Full circle to find the truth. Gates' company owns a recycling plant near here. That's where he's taking Kevin.
Scully, the man is at the airport. If he hasn't already killed Kevin, he's trying to get as far away as he can.
I don't think so, Mulder.
You think it's you, don't you? You think you're the one who's been chosen to protect Kevin?
I don't know. Look, if I'm wrong, I'll meet you out at the airport, okay?
Right, this is on Scully. This is Scully's one. This is Scully's lick here. Come on. Full circle. Jerusalem, Ohio. Is that a real town? Or is that like a big coincidence?
Because of you, son.
Is that why you want to hurt me?
It's not a question of wanting.
Come on, Kevin.
You have to die, Kevin.
I need you to go full Home Alone on his ass.
For everyone. For the new age to come.
Yeah, this guy deluded.
You understand that, don't you?
Deluded.
The others were all false prophets. You are the only true one among the 12.
Stop! Federal agent, I'm armed!
He could have killed him a long time ago, but he had to give the big villain speech.
Go and we'll talk about it.
There's nothing to talk about. I was called upon.
And I love the atmosphere of so many scenes in the X-Files. I mean, technically this episode has just been sound so far, but just the way they are able to project some of the light, it's great. And the way it looks different in some of the shots too. Like, look at the way those rays of light are projected from underneath here, the conveyor belt. Like, it's great. Okay, there's the MA 15 plus rating. Yeah, my boy. My boy. My boy.
I knew you'd come.
The savior, Scully. Damn. Bro just shredded himself. His own worst enemy. I feel like there'll be others, man. Scully can't stay forever to protect Kevin.
Thanks.
Do you think in a way right there... Ugh. Nah, I was gonna say something.
Maybe I'll see you again sometime.
You will.
Hey, hey.
Ready, Kevin? Yeah.
I think Kevin is like a miracle right there in walking form, and the way that he delivered that line to Scully, you will. Ooh, chilling. Whether it be in this life or the next, he'll see Scully. This one, I told you, I knew from the beginning it's gonna be a Scully episode.
A couple hours before our flight, I told the sheriff we'd go down and make a formal statement about Gates's death.
I'd appreciate it if you'd handle that alone, Mulder. I have an errand I need to run.
Is that Aaron with God at the church? I swear if I predict this, I'm an X-Files legend. You going to the church?
I'll see you at the airport.
You going to the church? Is she making a pit stop at the church? Come on. Then I'll need my money. Ah!
For I have sinned. It has been 6 years since my last confession.
Ew.
And since then, I've drifted away from the church. I'm not sure why exactly.
I mean, bro.
Come to confess?
Her father's death. Her sister's death.
No.
Everything that's happened with the FBI.
There's a man that I work with. A friend. And usually I'm able to discuss these things with him. But not this.
Scully's own personal journey.
Father, do you believe in miracles?
Of course, I see them every day. The rising sun, the birth of a child.
No, I'm talking about events that defy explanation. Things that I believe helped me to save a young boy's life. But now I wonder if I saw them at all.
if I didn't just imagine them.
Why do you doubt yourself?
Because my partner didn't see them. He didn't believe them.
I feel like Scully, like I said, she having that Mulder moment all this time. Like I feel like Mulder's dealt his whole life with this type of stuff in terms of like other people not seeing what he's seen, and now Scully's on the other end of that. And you know, I feel like Mulder's never had someone to lean a shoulder on with this type of stuff, and now Scully's come along and he can lean on her with this type of stuff, and she's slowly coming to terms with it sometimes in terms of like being a full believer. But I think last episode took that all away, and there's gonna be, you know, some more work to be done when we get to the later, or like, you know, the next mythology episode. That will definitely come back into question, because I feel like all that work was a little bit all undone last episode in terms of like Scully slowly becoming a believer. And I love the color sort of palette in this type of shot here with Scully, you know, in the other confession booth. She's framed in a, you know, obviously behind the sort of I don't know what it is, like the pattern right here, like the I don't know how to explain it, like the windscreen right here. She's framed with color, all right. And the priest on the left hand side, it's almost as if he's, and like when we cut to the reverse shot with Scully's from Scully's booth, you know, he's a shadowy figure. You only see the outline of the priest. And here it's almost as if he's black and white and Scully's in color. And I think that might be intentional. I don't know if that's to talk about like sort of you know, religion being this thing of being black and white. I'm not too sure. Like,
And usually he believes without question.
Maybe they weren't meant for him to see. Maybe they were only meant for you.
yeah, priest speaking facts. Yes,
With the Lord, anything is possible.
100%, bro. Who's this priest?
Perhaps you saw these things because you needed to.
This is Scully's own personal
On my
journey.
way back.
Maybe.
Sometimes we must come full circle to find the truth.
Hey.
Why does that surprise you?
Hey. Yeah, full circle.
Mostly it just makes me afraid.
Afraid?
Afraid that God is speaking,
God is trying to guide Scully back on her path.
but that no one's listening.
Ooh. Bro. Hey, sometimes you gotta deal with things in your own way, man. It's your own journey with God, bro. I love that episode. I love 11 for 11. 11 for 11. Like Millie Bobby Brown, 11 for 11. All right, we 11 here. Stranger Things up in this. And the trailer dropped yesterday for Stranger Things. Man, that was a great episode. A great standalone. But I feel like, in a way, I know this, you know, was a standalone episode coming off 7-3. Is it 7-1-3 or 7-3-1? Coming off, you know, that banger back-to-back mythology, you know, two-parter. But I feel like, in a way, it really ties into just what happened in those episodes right there, in terms of Scully sort of, you know, tearing down, basically, or trying to not tear down, but like Scully sort of instantly believing that everything is a smokescreen regarding the government in terms of like the alien conspiracy and stuff like that. Basically everything Mulder has worked for in his life to try and uncover, and sort of Scully being on the receiving end this episode in terms of like, you know, her experiencing this whole thing with her fate. And I feel like this episode is what Scully has, when it comes to UFO government stuff. Scully's like had her Mulder moment this episode in terms of like, you know, with her religious journey, is what Mulder's been through with his faith journey in terms of like, his sister, the alien abductions, the whole conspiracy side of things. Scully's being on the receiving end of that this episode, and she kind of knows what it feels like now. I feel like she's had it before, but I feel like this is big time in terms of like knowing what it's like to be Mulder in a way, with no one seeing what you see, and knowing not having a shoulder to lean on in terms of like not having another person that believes despite not physically seeing it. But I love this episode. I love, you know, Scully's you know, journey of faith in this episode. And you know, I love the priest's reasoning right there. Maybe, yeah, exactly, maybe God intended for no one else to see it but you. Maybe you just had to see him, and this is a test of your faith to see if you can, go back on the right path. And I love, Scully feeling, the palms of Kevin at the end, where the Christ-like injuries were. That was great. This was a fantastic episode. I don't know if this episode was well received at the time because of obviously the religious themes throughout it, but I love that. I love the religious exploration in this show, from Chris Carter, along, with the whole world that is the X-Files, with the government conspiracies, with the alien stuff, the abductions, the unidentified species that have been on Earth for hundreds of millions of years, paranormal stuff, astral projection, supernatural stuff. We've had devil-like creatures in this show, and I said in that episode with the creepy devil guy. I forgot, it was in season 2. That battle between good and evil, good old-fashioned battle between good and evil that will exist from the start of time to the end of time. That's what basically happened in the Angel TV series in the Buffyverse. Fantastic stuff with Wolfram and Hart right there. That's what happened. And Scully's that protector for now, and there will be another after Scully. Like there will be another, in that episode I said with the creepy devil guy that took the form of the devil when Scully saw it, there will be another that comes after him, and bang, there we had it this episode. And there'll be another that comes after this stupid freaking devil guy this episode, or disciple of the devil. There'll be another that comes after him. So yeah, I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. That's been actually one of my favorite episodes of the X-Files thus far, dare I say it. I don't care if it's not highly rated. I'll check out the IMDb score after this episode. I don't care if it's in the 6s or 7s or 5s. That was beautiful. Listen, not amazingly shot. I feel like, technically sound episode, but like I just love the character exploration in this one. That's one of my favorite episodes, man. Maybe because I'm a man of faith, like I said, but I love this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. It's been Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.